Beautiful souls. Hello, hello, hello. Happy new day. I was going to say happy Friday, but I'm pretty sure it's Saturday today. Let me double check. Yes, it's Saturday. Hello and welcome. We are going to be getting into Venus in retrograde. Woo! I love you. Yeah, I'm going to allow us to take a moment here to just center into the present moment here. I'm going to fix myself as well. Give me one moment. There we go. So if you would like to just take a moment here to recognize the now moment, eyes open or closed, however you feel most comfortable with. Just be in existence. And we're going to take a breath of gratitude, giving thanks for our existence. So in this moment, as you take a deep inhale through the nose, say thank you for existing. Hold it. And exhale. I love you. We're going to do 2 more breaths like that. So on the inhale, it's thank you for existing. And then on the exhale, it is I love you. Taking a deep inhale here. Thank you for existing. Hold. Exhale, I love you. One more inhale here. Thank you for existing. Hold. Exhale, I love you. Just allow yourself to be grateful for this now moment as we are present with the energy and the embodiments of love, of now, of all. If no one told you today, I thank you for existing and welcome to Godis.SwitchingDaCode. Always. I'm just going to take a moment here also. I am going to pull some cards. I'm going to get into all 12 signs here. I'm going to give you the dates because this retrograde is happening in 2 signs here. So just feeling in the vibration in each and every cell, every organ, every molecule, every atom of your being in the present now moment. Anchoring into yourself, into the earth. If you want to anchor into the earth, you are your earth. Just bringing the awareness into this now moment without forcing. Spirit is telling me to be big on the flow of where your energy is at here in this now moment. For there are messages here And while it is beautiful to anchor deep down into the earth, I truly believe everybody should be doing some form of grounding during this time for sure. Spirits like, don't force, just be at this time, right? So just being with your presence calibration. And then we might be doing another just sitting and breathing and I guess short meditation, if you will, together before the live ends. And this is, I guess, for recalibration. So that's why they're just saying just focus on here and now. And I was not anticipating or thinking that I would. But for those of you who are here, you know I flow with how Spirit wants me to flow for the growth and the highest and greatest good of all involved. Remember that these are going to be general collective messages for all signs. And so it's important for you to allow yourself to breathe into your awareness, into your intuition, and allow yourself to be in tune with what messages are for you that's serving your highest and greatest good. I always ask the Divine Mother, the Divine Father, Holy Spirit, Creator of my soul, to step in this space and reinforce that my ego be stepped to the side so that I am used as a divine catalyst, as a divine channeler for your highest and greatest good, for the highest and greatest good of all involved here. So that all messages that come through are of purity. They are not of projections. They are not of false lights. Any false light energies, entities, beings that's not serving your highest and greatest good. I invite the divine warriors, the ancestors of the highest orders, the primordial beings, the warriors of your DNA, of your genetic coding, of your cosmic coding, to divinely intervene in removing those false light energies, entities, beings from your consciousness, your mind, your body, your spirit, your experiences, so that it is not being projected onto you, that which is not serving you, that which is not true to you, for you. Right. And that I am just simply a divine messenger channeling the purest channel here for the collective that is divinely guided to receive these messages at the time that I am here to deliver them onto you. And I thank you for allowing me to be a divine messenger for you, for your soul's expansion, for your soul's experience and growth. And together we get to do what it is that we came here to do. For if you were not here, the service that I am to be of others would not be the same. And so I thank you for that. Any messages that you do not resonate with, but is for you, I invite the divine energy of truth, of clarity, to sharpen your awareness, to receive the intervention of clarity, of truth, of revelation, so that you may see what is for you, despite any emotional context or feeling towards it. Thank you. Love is such a beautiful wave of life. You know, we try so hard with our human minds and words to encapsulate how we could express what love is and how it is to be experienced. And we are in a massive shift of consciousness, of shift of reality. Every day we are ever changing, ever growing, and that is the truth. Yes. And there's different levels of densities, and so the different densities, different frequencies, every frequency holds a plethora of vibrations in that frequency, and how you choose to vibrate on that frequency, this is what shapes the experiences, right? And for you to, I guess, label or, yeah, use words to express. Thank you. When we bring it down to matter. And sometimes, and yes, the human, angelic, has, we don't like the word guilty, so we're not using that, but has done this before. Sorry, y'all, this is funny right now. You know, where there is, thank you, getting back into the tether. There's times when we do things that we don't like for the people that we love, or we are extra hard on ourselves because of love, or we think we should be doing something to, how do I say that? I'm getting like visuals, but they're blurry, so I'm trying to just bear with me. Well, not blurry, they're just so fast, and they're more, I'm getting more colors. So the way that I'm seeing this is when you do something and you love what you're doing in the moment, but then later you have this like feeling of guilt or shame or something, and you judge yourself, you criticize yourself for it. Love lives in the moments in which there was the joy and the expression of it. And love also lives in the experience of where there's the shame. Only you need to dig deeper into the shame to find the love. Otherwise, you'll only feel sadness, shame, guilt. Trying to express love as a feeling, or even logically. So the reason why these are coming up here, we're gonna go into like channeled messages for all the signs for Venus in retrograde, and calibration was coming up earlier, so we're gonna do that. But reevaluations and reconciliation with love is what I'm getting here for a lot of us here. A lot of us hold the frequency of pure love. She feels our hearts. Our hearts are so open, and they're opening more. And angelic me right now, I want to say thank you, because I can feel your love frequencies towards me right now, and I'm almost about to cry, and I'm just like, let's hold this channel, girl. Water, containing your waters. The hearts, when it is opening and it is expanding, it can feel like a lot of pressure. So breath work, breathing into the now, or breathing through experiences that seem difficult. When you receive any news that's difficult, okay, they're telling me why. They're saying, okay, it's okay. Finish complete sentences. Okay. There's a lot of information here. So when we receive difficult news, difficult circumstances and situations here, it feels hard to breathe sometimes. It feels like overwhelming, or we can overthink, or it's almost as if we take the trust in love frequency and shrink it just a little bit into a certain density. So when it's in that density, that's then the experience that you have. But if you breathe into the awareness of now, you know that in that now moments, you do not have to shrink the density of love, because truthfully, it's only your experience and density with love. She herself cannot be shrunk. She herself, and she's saying she, for the embodiments of love. We know that spirit is androgynous beings, and it is not just feminine or masculine. It could be feminine and masculine energies, but not female, male, but I'm getting she. So, take it how it resonates with you. And so she cannot be shrunk in truth. It is only in the perception of your density that you will experience her expansion or compression is what I'm getting. Like compression, and some of you are being pushed to decompress at this time, to expand here, to let go of worries, let go of hindrance, let go of guilt, of shame, let go of criticism, self-criticism, and allow yourself to honor the experience of love and what that is. Because those of you that are called into this space, y'all have a strong connection with love, so y'all get to manifest. Y'all get information and truth that comes to you ready and available to you at all times. It's like asking, you shall receive, and you get that, and y'all comprehend this concept. And it's something about like the law of correspondence and gravity coming in, that's pushing with your magnetism here. But there's something about your personal level up at this time with love is it's needing to expand greater than what you have known it to be. And so this then tests your fears and determination of how much you can love yourself during the times of certain difficulties. But this is also a reminder that you can choose to live a life of ease. You don't have to stay in difficulties while difficulties may be present here. And that is where you will not shrink your experience with love, but continue to stay in that grand experience of love, or expand to a greater experience of love here. She's saying, quote unquote, good and bad things are going to happen every day, all the time. And the good and bad is your perception of what is. So what is. What is now and forever shall be. And so in that energy, how you choose to respond to it. This is what this retrograde is sharing. It's bringing in certain people to reconnect with that perhaps you didn't feel ready for, like consciously, but energetically, subconsciously, you were bringing them because your souls had connections of knowing this is now is the time, and moving forth on these collaborations. And they're saying, like, I'm saying collaborations, but it's just it's a sacred dance. Excuse me. It's a sacred dance between you and the individuals in your life and your loved ones. And so this retrograde is going to bring reconciliation with source, with self, with divine mother, divine father, Holy Spirit, reconciliation with your fears, reconciliation with doubts, reconciliation with unfinished projects, reconciliation with your commitments. There we go. Thank you. With commitments, reconciliation with your loved ones, your family, your friends, your co-workers, your neighbors, right? And when I say reconciliation in this way, is that there's parts that we sometimes criticize without realizing that we are doing so, or that it is putting a limitation to the love that is to be expressed from this experience. And this experience is coming forth for a reason. It is okay to put boundaries. We are not saying not to put boundaries. They serve a purpose in your human experience. It is to honor your values of your soul's mission and not run away from yourself. When we are one, we cannot run away from yourself. Even when you appear to be split off or an individual, you still have to be who you are. And there would be experiences that will continue to cycle and show you and bring you into that space of remembrance of how to dance in the wholeness in a way that's liberating, and it is a divine order with divine freedom. It is honoring the free will, and it is not it doesn't feel restrictive because it honors your boundaries, it honors your values, it honors your expression of what love is. For no matter how much you embody love, there's so much more to learn and experience of love, which is why we have many mirrors to see each other. And our reflections change on a constant, even when you think you are looking at your own face. All right, y'all, I'm gonna take a moment here. I messaged my mom today. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy for you. That's a big one. No numbers or tones can stop me on my quest to germinate the seed and planting them in the soil of minds of the people. Thank you. So I guess I'll start with the dates and I'll keep going back. I'm not really sure why that just happened the way that it did, but I'm gonna continue. So this Venus in retrograde is happening in the sign of Aries, and then it is gonna go back into Pisces. And then from Pisces, it will go back direct, and then it'll go back into Aries, right? So from March 1st, which is today, to March 27, we have Venus in retrograde in the sign of Aries. And then from from March 28th to April 12th, we have Venus in retrograde in the sign of Pisces. So for those of you who tuned in to the Venus and Pisces video, there's more information on there, not just about Venus and Pisces. I speak primarily about Venus and Pisces in that video, but I do mention about the retrograde and Venus in Aries. So you may want to reflect back on that video for more information if you feel called to do so. But you're not obligated. I'm going to take a sip here. Give me just a moment. If you have water, feel free to drink water. This is an important time. This March here. There's so much that Venus embodies. And today we have the moon conjoining Venus as well tonight, right? And a lot of the times this brings like love and clarities in the areas that like, like good news in places of what you love. But because Venus is in retrograde and Venus is in her detriment in the sign of Aries, this is more serving reminders of what is it that you love, that you honor. It may be a lot of messages of remembrance. So like, it doesn't have to be hard news or bad news. But it can definitely be just like information that's coming up, from the mind, because the moon is your mind and the moon is your emotions as well, and your moon is connected to the mother, right? And so the divine mother essence is wanting to nurture you in the spaces in which you may have been void, in the spaces in which you may have been grieving, in the spaces in which you may have been depressed, in the spaces in which you didn't feel any form of commitment or dedication or love or whatever the case may be, to like love you, in the spaces where you may have felt abandoned, you may have been felt misunderstood, neglected, where it felt like you were in constant fear or in constant competition or in constant what's that word, like confrontation, right? Conflict with other beings and people, and to find a way to find peace, make love with yourself, and make love with the people that are meant to be in your life. So, when it comes down to reconciling certain relationships, all you can do is try your best to reach out to these individuals and not overextend yourself. Just simply put it out there to reach out. And if they meet you with that proper reciprocation, it is because they honor the value of your essence in life as well. If they cannot meet you where you are, then it is okay to let go and move on, but make peace with that situation, right? And that is one of the lessons that's coming through here, because Venus in Aries, sometimes in the shadow side, it could be like selfish, but on a bright side, it's very passionate. It's passionate about love. It's passionate about who it loves. It's passionate about its values and self-respect, right? And it's like, it likes to initiate the first date, the first text. It likes to initiate the action to show nurturance and to show reciprocation of gratitude, right? And because it's in retrograde, it may feel difficult for some people to want to take that initiation. But if you feel called to take that initiation, then do the initiation. But you can't force somebody to meet you halfway. You can't force somebody to meet you where you're at. And a lot of the times that's where love gets tainted, or not tainted, thank you, correcting me, right? It's like, you can't taint what is pure and true. Love is in everything, and so it's in the expressions that don't feel good also, if you look deep enough. But we sometimes just focus on that. So it's something about just like looking, accepting things for what they are, and that sets you free. So I am gonna pull I'm gonna pull cards for every sign. But before I get to that, I'm feeling called to just pull from the Osho deck and see what comes through here. There's a lot of changes that's gonna happen in finances too, on a collective level, on a major collective level, but also, this is why. So Venus in Aries likes to stimulate also. It's because it's passionate and it likes to initiate. It likes to stimulate. It's very sexual. A lot of y'all gonna feel very spicy, very sexual. So mental wellness is gonna be a big thing here for this. We got schizophrenia with the number 2 here. So I'm going to ask some clarity as to what this is here. Maybe some of you are being called to really do some grounding work. Like I mentioned before, you feeling tugged between two worlds. Like you don't want to leave your past alone, or you're scared of leaving your past alone. And you're in between, like taking the leap of faith and moving forward. And because you're jumping back and forth between timelines, maybe you're hearing or seeing certain things that's conflicting a little bit, giving you some clouded thoughts here. Oh yeah, Tegan is schizophrenic. Yeah. The other card that came out, friendliness in reverse. Yeah. So friendliness upright is very much a Venus reconciling, connecting, harmony, energy. When it's in reverse, this is like letting go. This person, you have your inner voice here happening here, and there's a form of success that's coming for you. So it's like, as much as sometimes we want to take people with us from our past, because we have this like vision for ourselves that is successful and is beautiful, and we love these people. We want them to be a part of our new experience. And so we try to hold on to them, and in holding on to them, we may experience certain like voices or excuse me for saying this, and I'm very much into the clairvoyance and seeing stuff. So like, but when it's real and it's true and not a fragment of your imagination that you're making it up and it becomes a hallucination, right? But like really truly honoring, knowing what is a spirit communicating, or somebody, if it's telepathy, or knowing how to differentiate your visions, your clairvoyance. This will heighten and strengthen your clairvoyance. I'm feeling guided for you to, if this message resonates for you, to cover your crown. If you don't want to wear like a hat or cover your crown, maybe put certain oils, breathe, and do some crown chakra affirmations, and working with your crown, working with your head. There's so many different, like for some of you, I'm literally getting like closing or shielding your aura so that you're not taking on other people's stuff, or you're not getting confused at this time, and you're able to really address and confront that which is true, and you're able to see with clear sight. You're able to see with your true clairvoyance. You're able to see and hear with your clairaudience, because you're clairaudient also, I'm getting. So like, allow yourself to practice this on a daily basis. Some spiritual hygiene of the mind. Yes, spiritual hygiene of the mind and your aura is what I'm getting. And they're saying like they've been giving you this message. You've been hearing the message. And I'm not here to diagnose anyone. I'm not a medical practitioner. I'm just a messenger here. Whether you are diagnosed with this or not, it's about the message in itself. So take the parts that work for you, because this is for more. I'm getting 3 people, but it may be more than 3 people that this message is for. So take the parts that resonate for you. Now, when it comes down to letting go the people that cannot be in the vibration, it's not that they will not be successful, it's that they have a different mission, a different plan. Yeah, we'll meet again is what Spirit is telling me. But now is your time to let go. Those that you are not supposed to meet again, it is in spirit, sometimes a different face, if you will. So sometimes you've outgrown the vibrational frequency of that that individual that carries an oversoul energetic signature that is for you to still experience on a higher level of frequency. And so you will meet or come across similar experiences, but with a higher vibrational frequency. So letting go, it's okay to trust in the process so that you're not conflicted. And just let them go with love, let them go with prayer here. And because of the friendliness, like this could have been a dispute, an argument here, conflict of seeing eye to eye, conflict of interest even. And I'm going to read your comments in a little bit. I know there's a lot of comments coming up. And so, the people, the family, friends, lovers, that's just not meeting you in a way that is grounded, know that in the wholeness of one, there is that connection. And so even though you're being guided to practice like shielding or protecting or spiritual hygiene and mental hygiene, this is for the sake of the tree of life to flourish and bear fruit, right? They will, as you heal, they heal, right? This is like your ascension is the collective's ascensions, essentially. And sometimes you see how they're tethered together. There is no real separation. The trees are still, if you look on here, this is the roots, this is the bottom here, and on the top, as above, so below. There's oneness, even though they're individual. So if one, maybe y'all are polar opposite expressions, and maybe one of you has come to see the lessons in both sides. Maybe you are both still learning the lessons in both sides of like being the medium in it. It could be that the person that is the medium needs that psychic protection to honor the boundaries of jumping back and forth between polarities, between the two pillars here. Yeah, because there's a form of innocence here. And so innocence is what keeps the love alive. Innocence is the part that allows for unconditional love to exist through the lessons of hardships, and also allows for the growth and the lessons to appear in a manner that, while difficult, there's still a safe route, is what I'm getting here. And holding on to the good memories keeps the love flowing at a higher vibration, consciously and subconsciously. So even when you break up in a relationship, right? Sometimes you get in a relationship and you separate, and the separation is difficult. It's hard. Maybe there's some anger, resentment, whatever the case may be. But at once upon a time, you guys chose each other, and you chose each other because y'all love the innocence part of each other. And that's what y'all saw, and that's what y'all were in love with, right? And so it's not to be delusional. It's not to have false hope. It's not to confuse yourself from what truly is. It's to say, I loved every part of that part of the relationship. I love every part of their innocence. I love every part of their soul, right? Despite the appearances of this lesson, despite the appearances of this fucking shit that happened over here, whatever the case may be, right? Like honoring it in a fullest state, that allows the frequency of love to heal you and heal them in a way that you don't have to even see their healing. Just know, because there's an inner voice here. You're very, very, very in tune. You can have a divine mother frequency. But again, even if you don't, this is the divine mother coming through, the divine feminine coming through and telling you a lot of internal messages that it's time to let these people go. It's time to let that relationship go. It's time to let that lover go. It's time to let that friend, that friend. It's not to say that they're not my friend no more. That's not my child no more. That's not my sister no more. It's not to say any of that, because the truth is they are who they are. They are who they are. But there's a higher order in the chaos, that your internal voice is guiding you through. There is telepathy amongst hearts here. And you have a strong telepathic connection with your soul tribe. And so it may be normal for you to have a telepathy with this individual. And so it could be that this individual, like, you may be aware that it's telepathy, but maybe they're not aware that it's telepathy and they feel like they're going crazy, or maybe they need the spiritual cleansing, the spiritual shielding to be able to learn how to hone their gifts, their intuition. Usually what I say with people that do deal with like different forms of schizophrenia, because if I'm quite honest, I have dated an ex who was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and I have schizophrenics in my family. And when I dated this individual, we were able to breathe in, and we would focus on sealing any holes, any rips, any tears in the aura. He started practicing a lot of qigong and working with trees. So it's funny that the tree spirit came up, and I guess I got to share this for those of you that may be feeling through this experience. So we would meditate by the tree. We had a tree right in the front yard, and he would, like, with respect to the tree, he would like punch the tree. He would practice the same punch in the same one spot, as a form of like discipline and meditation, because he also had like a lot of anger because of the spirits that he connected with. Some of them will say some like really erratic or crazy things, and there was so many ways of getting in tune with the crystals, grounding, making like the roots of the tree and anchoring in. But the main thing was, the more we focused on healing and working on the aura, and sealing the rips, the tears, the holes, and filling that in with divine light frequency, whether it's golden light frequency, or you have a certain color of protection that you want, white light frequency, whatever frequency of benevolence and truth and righteous, that you want to be very specific, right? Because when there's those holes, those tethers and stuff like that, there's sometimes trickster spirits. That's what, like, they're hearing. I say those that are schizophrenic, they do see things that the average person doesn't see. They have a heightened sense of clairvoyance. They have a heightened sense of all the clairs in the ways that they operate with. And so they just need to have that extra time for reconnecting with thyself in that space. And so some people are able to practice this, and some people choose not to, and some people he was doing it in between medications, because they definitely served him medication and stuff, and he would wild out with those medications too, and they didn't always help. And if anything, I felt like the medications would let the darker spirits communicate with him. And when those spirits came in, I would constantly just cleanse the house. Drawing was a major outlet. And so for those of you who are super heightened in your spiritual gifts, taking the time to express your creativity can allow for you to move this energy in a safe manner, whether it's painting, it's artistry in any form, music, whatever the case may be, and body movements and meditation for sure. And in a safe way, right? You don't have to go on a full blown, like I would stay away from psychedelics. I would stay away, it would be more in a sober space. So, yeah, because, in the bottom of the deck, we have the burden, and that can feel like a burden. But the other card that came out after Inner Voice was success. So you have the intuitive knowing that you are granted safe passage and protection during this time of hardships for your success here. So even if the apparition is being homeless or changing location or changing career or losing a family member or losing a friend or something like that, there is inner guidance in here that is letting you know the war has already been won. So this experience is part of the battle, right? And so there's moments where the battle may appear as if the other being, the other side or whatever, and whoever is the other side, right? That's part of self. That's part of source. Has won that battle, but because the war has already been won, there's intuitive guidance that's coming through from the love space. And Venus in retrograde in the sign of Aries is assisting in the guidance because she wants to honor your soul's victory, your soul's success, your soul's good fortune, your soul's good health, your soul's beauty, your soul's expression of joy, love, all of that experience, right? She honors that. Like she loves to make love to love. So you're getting an amplification of intuitive knowing as to where your burdens are, what burdens are you to let go of at this time. Let go of the attachments of any energetic vampires that's feasting from your energy because they know that you have an energetic hole in your auric field and they're going in there to siphon your energy. Like, fuck that. Like, allow love to intervene and set you free. And heal yourself from the burdens. You don't have to stay. Like I mentioned, creativity before. And the creativity is what is going to bring this abundance to you. Yes, and the dolphins. And dolphins are very much, and look at, you have guidance and ripeness. So you're not being steered wrong right now. God don't give you nothing you can't handle. You are a master of this situation and you are just being called with Venus in retrograde in the sign of Aries. You're being called to be courageous right now, to master your emotions, to master your love frequency, to master what it is that you have been holding on to that's not letting you go, that you haven't let go. Master your mind and your heart together outside of what logics say. Logic is a main part of emotional intelligence. Like, you're gonna need that. So it's not about letting go logics all the way. It's about honoring that the ego serves a purpose, that logic serves a purpose, that creativity serves a purpose, right? That people, places, situations, things serve a purpose. And when you are being guided with your inner voice to move in a certain way, be courageous to take that leap of faith, to jump through the other side, because you've mastered that past lesson and you have something new to look forward to grow into, to master, to become with, to be the captain of the ship. Yeah, we are the world. There's one. Don't let the past oppression hold you back from the completion and the wholeness of your true soul's mission here. Sometimes the people, the places, the situations, the things, we've mastered this already, this frequency, and we're being guided to healthier, meaningful connections that embody that energetic signature as well on a new parallel, because we're multidimensional beings, right? And a new parallel reality, right? Or quantum reality. So let me break this down for you for a moment here, right? This could be your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your child, your lover, your ex, whatever the case may be, right? I invite you to Think of a person right now who you are having an experience with that is difficult for you to let this person go because you love them very dearly. However, the circumstances that surround them and you when y'all are together is a very difficult situation that is beyond physical reconciliation that you know of, that is beyond conflict resolution, that is beyond it's just cycle after cycle after cycle, the same old cycle, same old thing. Even if you find solutions, like it's gotten to the point where it doesn't matter if you find solution, there's no more growth, right? Y'all are just in the same cycle. Even if the experiences look different, it's the same cycle. There's just no more growth. It's the same pattern. Okay? Now, while you are visualizing your connection with this person, I invite you to say thank you to this person and say, I let you go with love. And as you are letting them go with love, I invite you to welcome in the greatest form of love's expression that wishes to fill that space in benevolence and truth and righteous for you. Right? And you could come back and do that exercise, right? But with that, just be with that for just a moment. And I invite you in this moment to think about a situation prior to the person you just let go with love that may have had a similar cycle or personality trait, characteristic. Like you could be like, damn, that person was straight up the same person. They just behaved differently. And if you can't think of that, if you can't think of another person, that's okay. I'm just trying to show you where it may have been dense and then it was a level up and you met this person and now you're leveling up again. If that hasn't been your experience, it could also be that you are going to meet a person or a situation in which it is of a higher vibration than the being the situation that was honing that frequency. They are the frequency. Look at their energetic signature like the frequency, right? Like I may be a frequency of love. They may be a frequency of wisdom. They may be a frequency of intelligence. They may be a frequency of financial freedom. They may be whatever, finances, right? Like whatever their frequency is. And you may be guided, introduced to, moved to an individual who embodies that frequency that the person you let go of has, but on a higher vibration because you've outgrown that vibration. You now know what to do with that, right? You now know these are my limitations. These are my expression, where I'm able to be more creative, where I could expand to. I know what to do with this energy. I know how to respond accordingly with it. And if you don't know how to respond accordingly to it, then you just may be meeting another person with that same frequency and the same vibration with a different face. Just so that it can serve you with a different face. Sometimes we learn the lesson that we need to learn with a different face. It's like getting a message, right? You ever have somebody, it's easier to do it the other way around. Yeah. Have you ever gave someone a message that you know was going to serve their highest and greatest good? You know it is something that you don't know why you know it. It's not about controlling their life. It's not about that this is what you want for them. It's about this message is really the key that they need to unlock success in their life. And you just know what you know, what you know, what you know, and you're like literally trying to give them the key. But they refuse to take the key from you. And then one day, mind you, you're trying to give them this key every day. Then one day, this person goes to like a party or is at the bus stop or somebody or something. And they bump into somebody who literally has the same message that you've been giving them for 15 years, for 10 years, for 2 years, for a month, whatever the case may be. And they take the key from this individual. They have an epiphany, they take the key, and then they come back to you with the key in their hand. They're like, oh my gosh, like you have no idea. I just had this like profound experience and like I got this key now and it unlocked this door to abundance and like, you know, it's like a breakthrough. I have resources, I have solutions, I have, you know, ways of navigating this. And like, if it wasn't for that person in the party telling me XYZ, I would have never gotten it. And you're like, yo, I've been telling you XYZ for how long now? Right? That can happen during Venus in retrograde, Venus in Aries, because Venus in Aries retrogrades wants you to initiate taking the step forward into your breakthroughs, into the new spaces, right? That is going to honor your soul's growth, your soul's value, your soul's success, right? The love frequency. So if that person comes back and they got it from another person at a party, but they couldn't get it from you, just make amends and make peace that, you know what, at least they got the fucking message. At least, finally, thank you. Like, cool. Now open that fucking door and go through it. Go through it and then move forward and move on. It's time, right? And so the thing is, even if you're initiating new changes, right, it doesn't mean that these are going to be like super long term, right? It could be that the people that you meet during this time is meant to serve certain like soul activations, for you to move on. And maybe by the time Venus goes direct, they may or may not last there a long time, or they may be coming in and out, whatever the case may be, depending on how you receive, like if you actually take the initiative to step forward into the realms with them, right? You know, some of them, if it's a past life relationship that's looking to come back, you know, it might just be that, you know, it's a final fling thing. Y'all are sexually attracted to each other and, you know, you just gotta make peace. This is, you know, for you to have, what is that, closure, right? This could be for closure. This can be reconciling any disputes of like, you know what, like we really do love each other. We needed that space. I needed to like really find myself in this space, and like I don't want to even continue in the same space, but truly making that change, right? But when you starting a new relationship with a new person during retrogrades, not all the time, everyone, because you all have your own energetic signature and your natal chart is different, everyone's experience is different. But a lot of the times when if you start something new during retrograde, they don't last long. They're not like a long-term connection. It's not to say that the lesson or the exchange or the experience doesn't create a long-term effect, because it does. It's meant to create faded changes so that you're not repeating cycles here. So you will know, and that's where the inner voice was coming through, right? Like you gonna know intuitively this is a reconciliation for this union because we actually needed to grow and learn from each other, and we really did love each other, but we couldn't see eye to eye before. Or you're gonna know, this is part of the fucking cycle. This is just some ass. This is this. This is that. It's not really serving me anymore. But I feel like I will like one final experience with this individual, right? You have to be completely honest with yourself. And if you're conflicted and you're confused, listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition because it's still going to be strong at this time. A lot of this also is projects. If you have certain projects that you've been wanting to get into that is creative, that is really like your love language, right? Like taking the time to initiate the actions to get started or to keep working on them. Yeah, and you're gonna have like the success in it when it comes down to your creativity. These cards. And it could be whatever projects you're looking to bring in. This is gonna bring the healthy, meaningful connections. This is going to bring your soul clientele. This is going to bring those in alignment with your abundance, your creativity. That's meant to the collaborations here. Yeah, the abundance. I knew I saw abundance. That's meant to receive your gifts here. That's worthy. So proper reciprocation, healing, working on your spiritual maintenance of your mind, of your aura. Let's see here. All right. So let's get it, Aries. This energy is happening in your first house. So in the first house, Aries, I'm feeling guided to pull one of these cards here. So I'm going to do that. And then I had the finance ones, but I moved them. So with the first house, Aries, what that's looking like for you is you're gonna be maybe changing your look. You're gonna feel more attractive. People are gonna just be energetically attracted to you. They're gonna be like, you might want to change up your look. You may be feeling more spicy. You may be getting people that's more sexually attracted to you. So be mindful of that. Like, if you are single and you're attracting a lot of people, like, it may just, be based on your physical look. So get to know them a little bit deeper. Are they able to really honor what it is that you stand for, you as an individual that's true to you being the head of your sovereignty? Are they going to honor your individuality, or are they just pretending to honor? Because in the beginning, the trees keep tell the truth. Yeah, the trees, the trees, the honeymoon phase, that's what they call it. In the beginning, people, they put up this front. So you're gonna have to allow yourself to weave through truth at this time. And it says, communicate with integrity. You may need to level with someone. This person could even be you. Are you saying you're fine when you don't mean it? Are you swallowing your needs because you don't want to rock the boat? When we hide the truth, it eventually comes out in destructive ways. Act with integrity and say what's on your mind. While honesty may lead to short-term discomfort, your long-term peace and happiness are worth it. And then you have compassion for all. Reconsider your commitments. I'm going to read those too. And you are healing. So healing happens in seasons. It can't be rushed or forced to fit a schedule. So often we curse the seeds that haven't taken root, failing to realize it's not their time. They need more water, sunlight, care, Bullying ourselves blocks regeneration. Also, sometimes the healing we're focused on isn't the healing that's taking place. There's a much deeper healing going on. Be patient, dear one. You are healing. Yeah, I'm getting, because of like, this could be things with the body, like maybe you feeling called to just like cut all your hair off or something, and you feel like, right, like, wow, I needed that restart, that reinventing yourself, reintroducing yourself. Like maybe there's parts of your body that you are healing. Maybe you had just, whether it's a headache or a injury, even, right? Maybe you have some sort of injury that you're needing to heal at this time, and you're allowed to take your time with that and like change your mind. If, like, let's say you were gonna go out and then you're like, you know what, I don't think I want to socialize at this time. I want to like keep to myself. I want to withdraw. I want to get some rest. I want to retreat. I want to reflect. Like, you can honor that for yourself. This is a more internal energy for you. This is you really reinventing yourself, Aries, and having compassion for everyone, right? Like, again, going back to letting go with love and knowing and trusting that you're gonna be attracting healthy, meaningful connections that's in vibration with your new identity, right? Like, as you reinvent yourself and you allow yourself to grow through this new experience, you can attract your tribe in this space. So compassion is the beating heart of all spiritual practices. The peace you seek comes from the peace you create. Extend your compassion to all beings today, including yourself. Everyone benefits when you are kind. May all beings be happy and free. Yeah, and so like, love your inner freak. Love your passion. Like, love how you like are so protective for your loved ones or for yourself. Like, don't be hard on yourself for being a divine warrior, right? And be instant, like, I'm a soldier of love, right? Like, really honor and love your integrity and the integrity of others, and like come to a space of compassion. Like, we're all just doing the best that we can do with going beyond survival skills and thriving in the space of love that honors our highest good, and then it's reconsider your commitments. Yeah. Have you piled so much on your plate that there's little room for you? Identify what truly matters and graciously decline the rest. There's a universe of meaningful opportunities on the other side of no. In fact, every no makes space for the perfect yes. Your freedom is closer than you think. Yeah, so you may be needing to tell, like I said, like, you may be getting invitations to go out with friends, and you may be feeling at this time like you need to say no, and you need to just like go within, and that's okay. That's actually gonna like open more doors for you, Aries. So take the parts that resonate for you. And so we're going to move on to Taurus. Taurus, this energy is happening in, what is it, the 11th house? Yeah. Pisces is the 12th. Let me see here. Pisces is 12. Let me write this down. It may be, Pisces is in the 2nd house. Okay. So, yeah, maybe the 12th house. Taurus is the 12th house. So it's Aries. I'm going old school, yeah, because I'm drawing a blank. Taurus. Aries, Taurus. What's after Taurus? Gemini. Right? Cancer. Why do I feel like that's wrong? Cancer. And this pen. Then it's Leo. Then it's Virgo. Then it's Libra. Y'all are watching this in real time and my pen is going out because I'm drawing a blank. So I rather Libra. Scorpio, Sag, Cappy, Aquarius, Aqua, Pisces. So this is 2, this is 4, this is 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Okay, Taurus, this energy is happening in your 12th house. I had to take it back on paper, y'all, old school style. All right. Sheesh. Let me take a sip here for a moment. Okay. Taurus, with this energy happening in your 12th house. Oh, Aries, I'm sorry. Going back to Aries. So the energy is happening in your first house from March 1st to March 27th. That's why I wasn't able to move forward to Taurus. But from March 28th to April 12th, you're going to be operating in the 12th house here. And this is the subconscious realm. So you're going to be feeling more tired, this is where you're going to be able to more identify your creative endeavors. This is where you're really going to be more in tune with your psychic abilities, your psychic energy, your mental wellness, your creative projects here. This is really where you're going to be attracting your soul tribe during this time from March 28th to March 12th, or reconnecting with some soul tribes. This could even be just dreams and visions here. This could even be you getting ideas of how to get another stream of income in your dream state or meditation. Okay, so moving forward to Taurus. Taurus, this energy is happening in your 12th house from March 1st to March 27th with Venus in Aries. So with Venus in Aries and it being in the 12th house for you, this is really gonna show you where you may have been really defensive when it comes down to your personal relationships here. If you allow yourself time to meditate and reflect as to what's going on and stuff like that. This is really the energy that's gonna be showing you here how to reprogram your heart, your mind, your body to be in a frequency of the love that you desire. This could also be that Taurus, if you've been a little bit stubborn or feeling stuck in certain places, you may be feeling people are crossing your boundaries. You may be feeling you have the right to cross other people's boundaries. And so there's there's a thing about crossing boundaries being dissolved here for you, Taurus, as you are initiating your love languages here. And so this can also be because it's in the 12th house and it is Aries here, this can be hidden enemies or confrontation that comes up that it was it blindsided you. You're wow, I cannot fucking believe that this person just did. I would have never expected XYZ to happen from fulana de tal, whoever that is. You would have never expected this from this person. But this could also be that someone unexpectedly comes up and asks you on a date, and you would have never expected that person even had a crush on you or something like that, right? That can be that type of energy. Also, this could be you dreaming about your soulmate or something like that even. And then from March 28th to April 12th, when it goes back into Pisces, right? This is gonna move you to the 11th house. And so with it being in the 11th house, this is you getting back into a space of socializing. Maybe you reconnect with your peers. You're reconnecting with your resources. You're feeling this really this drawn to community, this drawn to really put yourself out there and be in connection with those that's on the same plan, like on the same goals as you, if you will. And so you have a new day. You have your purpose is joy. Spruce up your nest and unplug. So definitely unplug from March 1st to March 27 with this happening in your 12th house here. You may want to disconnect from social media and stuff like that. You may be feeling called to really just like not be overstimulated from, everything that's going on in society around you. And it says, recharge your soul's battery by unplugging from the digital world. Connect yourself by disconnecting from distractions, such as other people's to-do lists. Take a stroll. The best way to generate fresh and innovative ideas is to balance the virtual and natural worlds. The birds in the trees have just as much to teach you as the internet. All right, Taurus, so there's going to be a need to unplug at this time. You may be taking time to make your bed more comfy, make your home more comfy in this space at this time, or just your relationships just more comfy as you it may be just again you disconnecting from social media and disconnecting from massive big social groups, maybe just having more intimacy with yourself, intimacy with your loved ones, because this is Venus and this energy is about your loved ones, your personal relationships with people. This is about really getting into that spiritual connection with your loved ones and with yourself here. It is time for a little spring cleaning. Oh yes, and we are in the space of spring cleaning for March, baby. As we are getting closer to the equinox, we're getting closer to the nature's new year, right? So your home is sacred and your surroundings matter. Honor where you recharge and fill it with beauty. Make space by giving away or donating what you don't need. Your clutter could be someone else's gold. Plus, when we have less to process physically, we have more room to process things emotionally. A clear head and new room for great art awaits. Spruce up your fabulous nest. I love that for y'all. Yes, and again, because Venus is very much about luxury, right? And so the spring cleaning, declutter, let it go. Venus, when it's and being from March 28th to April 12th, right? Going back into the sign of Pisces. Pisces is about dissolution. It is about letting go. So you going from the 12th house to the 11th house, you're probably letting go of friendships. You're letting go of people and things that you thought was once resourceful for you, but it's played out now, or it's served its purpose and whatnot, right? So making space for new. During this time, your purpose is joy. Your purpose has nothing to do with how you make a living. Your purpose has nothing to do with how you make a living. That is your vacation, your mission, or inspired passion. All worthy, but your purpose is much simpler and bigger. Your purpose is joy. It's about discovering, nurturing, and celebrating who you truly are and knowing and loving yourself at the deepest level, right? So it's saying it's not about that it's not worthy to work and your vacation and your missions and to inspire people. All of that that's your worthiness, right? But it's deeper than that. And a new day. Let go of what was in order to make room for what is to come. It may be time to release a relationship that has ran its course, a job that lost its luster, or a depleting commitment. The past is over. What's done is done. Acknowledge the feelings. Learn from the experience and give yourself permission to release any negative emotions or guilt. When one area of our lives fall apart, new opportunities fall into place. I love that for you, Taurus. So we're going to move on to Gemini. Gemini, this energy from March 1st to March 27 is happening in your 11th house, when Venus is in Aries and retrograde. And then from March 28th to April 12th, it is going to go to your 10th house. And that's when it's going to be Venus and Pisces. So from March 1st to the 27th, with this being in your 11th house, you may be finding yourself really reconnecting with your resources, connecting here with people of your community. It may have felt difficult before for you to connect with people, or maybe some truths are being revealed to some of the people that you're connecting with, but simultaneously this is reminding you of your love language. Like, this is really reminding you of the love and the passion you have for community, the love and the passion you have to be resourceful to others, and for others to be resourceful to you. This is really about initiating connections that have proper reciprocation. And you're going to be letting go. You're going to be in a space of feeling like you need to decide, maybe where you want to surround yourself. What environment do you want to be around? That's a lot of cards. I'm going to leave that there. And that's a lot of cards. All right. And then, when it goes to the 10th house, this is going to be like maybe a lot of changes happening in your career. Maybe you're coming to a pivotal point of, So during March 1st to March 27, it's almost like you're coming to a space of honoring your pivots, what you have to pivot in, how to make money, what resources you have available, or you're going to be doing some research as to find out what resources you have available to you. And then from March 28 to April 12, you're coming to a space of like having to pivot to honor your values, to honor your reputation, to honor your legacy, the integrity of your legacy, right? Because the 10th house is your reputation. It is your long-term commitments and goals. It is your legacy here, what you are leaving behind for the future kin even, right? And so this can be you really looking at the world around you in a way that you're like, how can I be prepared to sustain what myself and my legacy during this time. So it says choose love. The first card that came out was decide here. So it says it is time to make a decision. Being on the fence drains your energy. No matter what you choose, it will be the exact right thing for your spiritual path. Channel your energy. Be decisive. Learn, grow, and decide. So this could be deciding to let go of a career, deciding to change a career, deciding to stay in a career, deciding if this is resourceful to you, if this network of people are honoring reciprocation for all around you, right? Whatever the decision is, you may be finding yourself coming to have to make a decision here. And then it says choose love here. If you're struggling with an obstacle or conflict, choose a path of love. Suffering, doubt, and frustration all transform in the presence of love. So show your love courageously. Show your love openly. Show your love with no strings attached. It is safe to give and receive love. In fact, if you have a hard time with self-love, start outside yourself and work your way in. Showing love to others can be a gateway for loving yourself. Adventure awaits. Adventure awaits. Break up your routine and live a little, sweetheart. It is time for some adventure. Plan a vacation. Take a spontaneous drive. A change of pace and scenery will do you good. Plus, you never know whom you'll meet or what you'll experience along the way. A fabulous new friend or partner. A spectacular meal at a charming local joint. The vista of a lifetime. Adventure awaits. Yeah, it could definitely be that you end up meeting somebody that's meaningful to you through one of your friends, even because the 11th house is the house of friends also, right? Or maybe you end up having to like travel or go to like a business meeting or something like that, and they doing it at a venue and there's like other parties going on or something, and you end up meeting somebody there or something like that, and you're like, oh shoot, I did not know I was gonna like meet somebody in this space. Or maybe you met somebody at a work event, or you met somebody at like a festival or a gathering or something of social networking, and I may have been detached, and it's like it's time to reconnect or something like that. That's definitely something like that can happen. And it says accept yourself, right? While there's a time and a place for self-improvement, today's focus is on everything that you've already, While there's a time and a place for self-improvement, today's focus is on everything that's already great about you. Let go of who you think you should be and fall madly in love with who you are in this moment. When you accept yourself exactly as you are, you shift from living for tomorrow to appreciating today. Accept yourself, sweetheart. And then you have believe here. There's a magic all around you. Open up to the worlds of wonders of the universe. Notice the connections and synchronicities. Follow your feelings and believe with all your heart. We successfully manifest our dreams when our feelings are in alignment with our plans. From the sacred union, the right ideas take shape. The best relationships blossom. And the stuff that's meant to be easily falls into place. Everything is possible. Oh, I love that. Okay. All right, y'all. So we're going to move forward to Cancer from March 1st to March 27. Venus in retrograde in the sign of Aries is happening in your 10th house. And then from March 28 to April 12, it's going to be happening in your 9th house. Excuse me. So, okay. So right now you may be experiencing like a lot of changes. This can be even you getting a raise. This can be you getting a demotion. There's going to be just changes happening in your work environment here at this time here. There can be certain if there's certain gossip or somebody trying to flirt with you at work or something like that. Like these are things to be mindful of and to consider around this time. And because it's in retrograde, it's like there may be something here that may not be what it seems to be, but I feel like you're going to be overcoming these obstacles and these changes with these people. And I feel like you're also going to be presented with some people that maybe taking your career to the next level. Maybe you're changing careers altogether. But there is going to be a shift in finances. And I do feel like some of you Cancers are actually going to be changing the way that you dress going to work. Changing your wardrobe, changing your style even. And that goes for like all the signs. But I'm just feeling it really strong here to help you like gain confidence and to be in alignment with like your reputation here. There's something really strong about your reputation here. And then there's also like your faith and your philosophy and like, your marriage to to your faith, to your spirituality, to learning something here. So you may be learning something new when it comes down to your career. Maybe you're wanting to like, you know, maybe your job has a new equipment or something that you're going to be having to like learn the new technology of that system or something like that. Or you may be getting into space of wanting to learn something new or going back to school because you want to advance in your career, change your career altogether or something like that, right? That can be a thing for you at this time here, but it's all like it's within your passions and you're gonna be excited about it during this time for the most part. Yeah, so let's see here. You have celebrate your love, forgiveness heals, something bigger is on the way, and wishes fulfilled. Okay, so let's start here with celebrate your love. So the 10th house could also be marriage. Even though it's more like the 7th house, it is about legacy and long-term commitments. And that can be a marriage. That can be a long-term business partnership also. And so this can be you having some like really deep conversations in regards to that during Venus and retrograde, or like somebody that you wanted to have like a business opportunity with, or, you know, comes and spins the block and brings the idea back again to you for that opportunity, something like that, right? So when we cherish our beloved, the bond grows stronger. We create deeper levels of trust, intimacy, and friendships. Okay, sorry. So before I keep reading, on the shadow side of Cancer in the 10th house, you may be overwhelmed with work as well, and you may be having to balance out your work-love situation. You know, you may also be called to like be more affectionate and be more intimate because maybe you've been ignoring that part. Like you're like, I'm not trying to date. I'm not in the space of nurturance. I'm not in the space of love. I got money to make. I'm focused on my coin and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But in the same token, just make sure you're balancing it out here. We create deeper levels of trust, intimacy, and friendship. It's all too easy to get comfortable and put your relationship on cruise control. So spice it up instead. Do something special and spontaneous. And if you're currently looking for a soulmate, take yourself out for a fun date. The happier and more connected you are to yourself, the more attractive you will be to others. And then it says, forgiveness heals. Forgive yourself and others. Let go of the old stories. Release any guilt and blame. Everyone is doing the best they can. This includes you. Kickstart the healing process by surrendering all the judgments and hurt. Your health and happiness will thank you. Something bigger is on the way. Good evening, love. Allow your vision to expand and be open to the form it takes. You may discover that you were dreaming too small, or that what seemed like an obstacle is actually pointing you into a better direction. The universe always has your back. And then it says wishes fulfilled. Yeah. Your wishes have been germinating. They're deeply planted in the soil of the loving universe, and fulfillment is here or just around the corner. But faith is required. When we put ourselves out there, it's easier to get deflated if what we want doesn't materialize right away. Have confidence. You are more than capable of manifesting your deepest desires. It's all happening, dear one. Yeah, with something bigger is on the way in wishes fulfillment. Patience is 10th house is about longevity. And longevity comes with patience. It comes with trials and error. It comes with reevaluating your priority list from time to time, and paying yourself and paying others, and really balancing out the books in that way. So we're going to move forward to Leo. Leo, this energy is happening in your ninth house from March 1st to March 27th, while Venus is in retrograde in Aries. And then from March 28th to April 12th, it's going to be happening in your 8th house. So, when it comes down to this energy, Leo, you're really being called at this time you're going to have a lot of, it's going to feel really good at first. And it's really asking you to be courageous and be in the space of being in tune with your faith here. This could be foreign money, foreign opportunities, foreign travels happening for you. You could be meeting somebody from a foreign country. You can be collaborating with some, foreign somebody foreign here. This can be you studying a foreign language, or you studying, just something new for the sake of higher wisdom and growth. Maybe going back to school, or maybe you teaching in a foreign place, or taking on new students, whatever the case may be. This energy here is about really tapping into your inner faith, your philosophies, your wisdom, the wisdom of the universe here, and being guided and being in tune with the areas in which, maybe doubt or something may be in the way, and it's reminding you of how you magnetically attract experiences based on your philosophies here, and that there's a sacred protection happening here for you. Because when it goes from March 28th to April 12th, there may be something in regards to taxes, in regards to other people's money, resources, income, relationships, fears that's going to come up. It's almost like it'll spin the block of another situation or something here that was keeping you bondage here. Your faith and your research and your whatever it is that you were studying at the time, you'll be able to apply the lessons of love and value to neutralize any fears and take on whatever situations in the 8th house with greater wisdom here. And let me get 2 more cards, Spirit. With greater wisdom here for Leo. Yep, 1 more. I'm hearing offshore, I'm not sure, offshore accounts. Yeah. One more for Leo. Is anything else wanting to come out for? There we go. Okay. Oh, that's 2 more. All right, Leo. So the cards you have are, you are awesome. Yes, you are. Adventure awaits, but adventure awaits was on the side there again. So you do have the 9th house though, so I'll put that there. Accept compliments. Play. Something bigger is on the way. Okay, so you can have, remember y'all, I didn't say this in the beginning of the reading, but these are for your sun, moon, and rising signs. Rising being first, sun being second, moon being last to check. That's more internal and subjective. So you could be a Leo with maybe some Gemini placements or something like that. Take it how it resonates, because that was the card that came out. Or maybe even have some Cancer placements. But I digress. Let me read here. Accept compliments here. The next time someone gives you a compliment, say thank you. Don't shrug it off, play it down, or reject the gift. You'll be denying yourself and the giver the opportunity to share in a moment of gratitude and love. Exercise your self-esteem and soak it in, superstar. Think of compliments as little confidence-building soul building soul vitamins. You are worthy of praise. Adventure awakes. Break up your routine and live a little, sweetheart. It is time for some adventure. Plan a vacation. Take a spontaneous drive. A change of pace and scenery will do you good. Plus, you never know whom you'll meet or what you'll experience along the way. A fabulous new friend or partner, a spectacular meal at a charming local joint, the vista of a lifetime. Adventure awaits. Yeah, you might be even traveling to a foreign country or something like that, or be thinking or planning to travel to a foreign country, or like trying new food, like foreign foods that you haven't tried before. Self-care, so this is play. Self-care includes having fun. Are you playing enough, darling? Do you have enough free time, or are you booked to the minute? Life goes by so darn fast. Make sure to have a blast along the way. Play connects us to our childlike curiosity and zest. When life feels too serious, toss aside your to-do list and make room for the stuff that turns you on. Go to the movies, have an adult slumber party, swing at the playground. You're never too old to wee. Let the fun shine in and live a little or a lot. Yeah, so I feel like even with like the 8th house here, like there could be like certain fears of like, I don't have time, and like part of the rebellious thing you can do to love and honor yourself is to like make time for the things that you love, and that breaks against like systems and shit like that, right? You are awesome. Your greatest relationship is the one you have with yourself. Build it, strengthen it, praise yourself. Share what makes you proud. Your beaming delights will help others shift from glass half empty thinking to, heck, I'm pretty awesome too. And then something bigger is on the way. Allow your vision to expand and be open to the form it takes. You may discover that you were dreaming too small, or that what seemed like an obstacle is actually pointing you in a better direction. The universe always has your back. Okay, Leo, that is your message. We're going to be moving forward to Virgo. Virgo, this energy from March 1st to March 27. Venus is in retrograde in the sign of Aries in your 8th house. And then from March 28th to April 12th, it is happening in your 7th house. So this is going to be major changes that is like triggering your fears so that you can go back to a space of love. Who do you love? What do you love? Do you love yourself? This could be a lot of shadow work for you happening at this time, for you to initiate the changes, for you to reconnect with like higher vibrational love relationships. Like maybe you were stuck in a lot of like trauma bonds. Maybe you know, and again, with it being in the 8th house, there could be a lot of trauma bonding. This could also be with it being Venus in retrograde in Aries from March 1st to the 27th in your 8th house. This could be you re-exploring your kinks, your sexuality, your sensuality, what is intimacy to you, doing some shadow work and identifying what are your pleasures, getting back into the space of your pleasures, and how do you allow your pleasures to be a magnet for what it is that you desire and deserve in your life, right? So this can be a way of how to like harness that type of energy, that like sexual creative energy here for you. And then from March 28th to April 7th, like maybe you're finding yourself considering dating, or going like thinking about marriage, thinking about long-term relationships, or like reflecting on your relationships with others. And like, because you would have done your shadow work, right? You would have done your shadow work, from March 1st to the 27th, you come to a different space of honoring what are your values in marriage? What are your values in your relationships with others, your close relationship with others here? And so you have here, unplug, recharge your soul's battery by unplugging from the digital world, connect with yourself by disconnecting from distractions such as other people's to-do lists. Take a scroll. The best way to generate fresh and innovative ideas is to balance the virtual and natural worlds. The birds in the tree have just as much to teach you as the internet. So this could be while you are getting into a space of reconnecting and shadow work, like maybe you're being called to ground, go outside more in nature, reconnect with the elements, call your power back, right? Maybe, doing some cord cuttings, right? Unplugging, cord cutting from a past relationship or, something like that, right? Maybe you just went through a breakup or something and you're needing to get back to your own energy. Dance. Yeah, you could be doing ecstatic dancing, healing dancing, or just wanting to go out and play and stuff, because again, the 8th house is very much you getting into the spaces of what are your fetishes also, right? Or letting go of some obsessive thinking and allowing yourself to shake it off, right? So kick up your cute heels and move your glorious body. Feel the music and let loose. Sweat your prayers and swirl to your intentions. Every cell in your body will rejoice. Exercise is as important to your well-being as a healthy eating and processing your stress and emotions. You can shake a tail feather alone, with friends, or with a passionate partner. Dance your generous heart out. Yeah, so you might find yourself, shaking your tail feathers with while expressing your kinks, whether it's at home, maybe you have a pole, maybe you don't, maybe you just, you're twerking, you're releasing the trauma by moving your Muladhara, twerking, shaking it out, going out dancing with a loved one or something like that and sweating it out to purge. Dancing is an energetic cleanse for sure. And then you have tell the truth. So the 8th house is also a little bit, it has vindictive energy there, and it has lies, and Venus in Pisces can be a bit tricky to navigate. So Venus in Aries is in its detriment, but Venus in Pisces is exalted. And so it wants to create, it wants to have fun, but are you being honest? Are you being truthful here? Communicate with integrity. You may need to level with someone. This person could even be you. Are you saying you're fine when you don't mean it? Are you swallowing your needs because you don't want to rock the boat? When we hide the truth, it eventually comes in destructive ways. Act with integrity and say what is on your mind. While honesty may lead to short-term discomfort, your long-term peace and happiness are worth it. Because the 8th house is also the house of secrets. And so you probably trying to keep it to yourself if you're not feeling good, if you're going through a breakup or something like that. Or if you're going through a divorce, because Venus in retrograde also has divorces and separations also. I'm bringing up a lot of, with all the other signs, I'm bringing up a lot of the positive sides of things, because that's what's coming through for me to deliver as a messenger. But it doesn't take away from the shadows of these energies that it can occur also. All right. So we're going to be moving forward here to Libra. Libra, this energy is happening in your 7th house from March 1st to March 27, when Venus is in retrograde in the sign of Aries. And then from March 28 to April 12 here, it's gonna be happening in your 6th house. And so you may be finding that you're gonna be making some changes in your daily routine. You're gonna be, maybe you get a new pet, maybe you come to a space of like, you know, trying to be more creative with your work environment, or reevaluating your value, your, you know, how valuable is your work to you. Are you getting the proper reciprocation for the energy that you're putting into your work? Are you, you know, wanting to confront your boss to get a raise? Are you needing to put more dedication and determination to your work, right? Or it's going to be different things for your daily routines when it's from March 28th to April 7. But before then, there's going to be a lot of changes in your relationship. Also, like maybe you come across a new fated relationship and a change, or like, you know, you're really coming to reevaluate. Maybe there's like some, you know, your personal relationships, whether it's with your spouse, your partner, or with a loved one, a close loved one, a soulmate, a family member, that like maybe you're being called to bring some sort of conflict resolution, right? Maybe there's a need for an apology from someone, or maybe you're receiving an apology, maybe you're giving an apology, maybe you're reconciling with somebody here that's of great importance for your life moving forward here. What else do we have here for Libra and Libra rising here for, thank you. There could have been also like some strong relationships that came to an end here, that you may be needing to take your time to like honor the relationship, the value of that relationship with yourself and with them, and to like heal and get into a space of like seeing how your day-to-day habits and routines are changing, right? So maybe the ending happens or happened, and you're coming to a space of like, you know, really looking at your relationships with others. And then by the time March 28th comes to April 12th, you may have started a whole new like day-to-day routine. Greetings, you know, coming to a new space of like what it is that you want to do with your time, what it is that you want to do with your energy. Again, some of you may be purchasing like you know, purchasing or coming across a new pet or something like that, right? So it says ask for help here, trust your intuition, accept yourself, and slow down. So the 6th house is also healing. So you may be called to like do some healing, to slow down, to trust the process. Listen to your body, listen to your intuition, and see what it's telling you to navigate at this time, and not be so hard on yourself for how that may look. Like the soul is perfect, but the human is having its experiences. And so we all make mistakes in the ways that we do things sometimes. And just because something works one way for one person doesn't mean it's going to work that same way for you. So honor your intuition's guidance for you, because it may be a little bit of a different path, a different journey for you to heal in your process for you than what somebody else may be trying to direct you to do, or something like that, right? So like really like standing up for yourself, accepting yourself, letting go of like people pleasing tendencies, and really coming into a space of like honoring your relationship with people, while still honoring the love you have for yourself, and honoring the guidance that your soul is giving you. Because they may not know what is best for you. Maybe they know what is best for themselves and what has worked for other people. But you might be the exception to the rule. Shit, I know I'll be the exception to many rules. Like, it just be that way sometimes, Libra. So, like, love on yourself in ways that your internal voice is the one that's guiding you through this time in this space. Sometimes it's going to guide you to a healer, right? And you may be finding yourself like getting some healing sessions. Maybe you're just being guided to your inner shamanic healing within yourself, and you're going to be guiding yourself through that and getting back into reconciliation with your power and your love frequency and your love languages, right? This may be you coming to a space of just like really wanting to figure out, do I want a marriage? Am I gonna, connect with somebody on this next level? And this could be a marriage to yourself. However it may be, this is for you here. So ask for help. Are you constantly giving to others yet rarely receiving what you need? Then it is time to ask for help. You're not Superwoman, so there's no need to do it all yourself. You have an army of angels on speed dial. Give them a call. Communicate your needs and learn to receive, dear one. When we're open to the help that's all around us, the universe provides assistance. Make sure to look for the signs. Once you ask for help, they'll start appearing. So remember how I was saying, like, on your day-to-day habits and routines, when it comes down to work, are you putting in way more work and effort than what is being reciprocated back, right? This may be, like, for example, I donate a lot of my time to different places and stuff like that. And like, I also make sure that I put a balance to reciprocate energy back to me for what it is that I do, so that I can continue to do this on a day-to-day basis, right? But where if I'm oversharing, overgiving, overdoing, I can't give as freely to others as I would like, because the reciprocation is not there, and I might not have it like that at the time. And it's okay to put that boundary. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say, you know what, as much as I would like to help you, or as much as I would like to give you, or as much as I would like to service you, I need that proper reciprocation back to be able to be of any use and service to you. Right? It's about honoring the energetic exchanges for the resources to be available for everyone involved, for the healing to happen. And it's also like, so if it's a job, right, and like you've been working at this career or something like that, and you're putting in it, like, and they're giving everybody a raise, but they're not really giving you a raise, and like, closed mouths don't get fed. Like, you're allowed to negotiate your pay. Like that, you are allowed to negotiate your contract at any given time, with them, and say, listen, like, this is the terms and agreements that we came and we agreed upon. This could be even, maybe you're looking for a new job or something like that, and they're offering a certain type of pay. You don't have to just accept that. You can ask them questions, and you can negotiate from there, and take it from there. This could also be in your relationships or whatever. Maybe you're shopping for something important, or maybe for a wedding ring, right? And like, you're allowed to negotiate that price and stuff like that, and like, see, so that you know the value of what it is that you're getting, and you're honoring your value as well, because the seventh house is about your values as well. Like, if you're coming to a commitment, you're coming to a marriage, you value that commitment, you value that marriage, you value that agreement. So on your day-to-day basis, how much do you value yourself to ask for help, not be afraid? Like, for example, like, even with me, like, I'm like, okay, there's a time and a place where, like, I always want to do shit all by myself, but then there's times where it's like, nah, I can't. I have to allow myself to say, how can I help myself? How can I allow others to help me? Right? Because I'm always thinking about helping others. It's easy. I love to help others. I love to be a service of others. So coming into that space of that medium and balancing that out, whether it's again with your spirit team, and again, this could be with healing, right? Maybe you lost a relationship, a major relationship to you, and your heart is in a heavy space, and like you're asking the Most High, Most Divine, the Divine Mother, Divine Father, the angels of your lineage, your higher self. You're asking your heartbeat, you asking your breath to grant you the serenity, to grant you the patience, to alleviate any pains, any grief, to neutralize this energy, right? You're coming into a space of like really asking, how can you asking yourself for help too. You're asking your angels, the angels of light, of sadness, of sorrow, of depletion. How can you help me? What is the story? How can you help me? What else is here? What resources do you provide? Allow your awareness to examine the emotions that's present in this space that's serving you in a way of self-respect and valuing your soul's essence and growth here. Trust your intuition. It is time to stop seeking advice from others and go inside instead. You know what's best for your body, mind, and spirit. Sit in meditation. Walk in the woods. Ask yourself what you need and listen. Tune into your inner guidance. When you get a gut reaction, honor it. You have the answer, and it's safe to trust yourself. Everything you need is already inside of you. Libra, that's what I've been saying. Accept yourself. While there's a time and a place for self-improvement, today's focus is on everything that's already great about you. Let go of who you think you should be and fall madly in love with who you are in this moment. When you accept yourself exactly as you are, you shift from living for tomorrow to appreciating today. Accept yourself, sweetheart. Yeah, it could also be like if you went through a separation or a divorce or a breakup, or just maybe you didn't go through a breakup. Maybe you're still in a relationship, but there's some conflict there or something like that, and you're doubting yourself, or you don't feel like they're attracted to you anymore. You're feeling some sort of insecurity or something like that. It's reminding you to get back into the space of self-love, and really allow you to dive deeper into loving and accepting yourself, so that way this can reconcile this like marriage, this relationship, this union, or your connection with others even. This could allow you to really just get in tune with what are your values and your love languages even. And then slow down, right? When it feels like our world is spinning out of control, it is easy to get overwhelmed. This is a good time to begin a daily meditation practice. Your mind is the most open and receptive in the morning, which is why it's helpful to start your day with centering exercises. Cultivate stillness within and know that there is no rush. At the end of our days, we won't care about our to-do list. We'll wish we had loved more, lived more, and been at peace. Don't wait. Slow down now. I'm going to say trust your intuition and knowing what time is best for you to meditate on, because some may be like, oh, the best meditations is during the witching hour, right? Or at midnight, or 3 a.m., from 3 to 5 a.m. And some may be like early in the morning when you first wake up, but everybody is different. Y'all, my body has shifted more to like a certain frequency. So at a certain time is when it's the best time for me. At that point, the whole world gets shut off. Like my rest time is changing. It's like, who says sleep is for night times is for sleep, right? But like then there's times of like honoring that. So slow down, listen to your intuition, and accept that for you, right? If it's the morning time, It's the morning time. And also, like, I know for me, one of my biggest messages I was getting was like, okay, disciplines, right? Being disciplined when there's like the motivation is not there. And just putting it maybe an alarm clock or something like that, and knowing what's the best meditation for you. Some people meditate better with sound frequencies. Some people meditate better with silence, right? So knowing what is best for you. So we're going to move forward to Scorpio. Scorpio, from March 1st to March 27th, Venus is in retrograde in the sign of Aries in your 6th house. And then from March 28th to April 12th, this energy is, Venus is going to be in retrograde in the sign of Pisces. And that's going to be in your 5th house. All right. So here, we're going to see maybe some major changes happening for you on your day-to-day routines. But this is also going to be in tune with maybe like your inner child. Maybe you're doing some reevaluating on your inner child. Maybe there was some sexual connections and flings that's like coming back. Maybe it's not like just sexual connections and flings. Maybe there was like more meaning and like to this relationship. Maybe you're needing to heal through some toxic patterns when it comes down to your sexual energy, when it comes down to how you treat relationships, what are your energetic exchanges with people. Maybe you're going to be reflecting on your past relationships, right? Maybe you have certain circumstances when it comes down to your children. Maybe there's some news. This can be child support situations. This can be separate or custody or something with children. This could be your inner child. This could be some reconciliation or rejoicing and reconnecting. I don't know if y'all saw that, but like the flame just got crazy there for a moment. Reconciliation and reconnections with like co-parenting or something like that here. This could also be like if you're big on like social media, or if you are like an artist, right? Connecting with your creativity at this time is really gonna like get you in a space of like wanting to have more fun, getting more streams of income, getting more recognition, people seeing you more. Maybe you are a celebrity or something like that, or people are really know you for what you are. And there's gonna be, there can be something about like you honoring your position with that, like, yeah. So okay. Let's see here. It says share your gifts. Be mindful with your money, honey. That could be your 6th house here. Be present. Trust your intuition came out again. All right, so trust your intuition. We're going to read that first. It is time to stop seeking advice from others and go inside instead. You know what's best for your body, mind, and spirit. Sit in meditation, walk in the woods, ask yourself what you need, and listen. Tune into your inner guidance. When you get a gut reaction, honor it. You have the answer, and it is safe to trust yourself. Everything you need is already inside of you. Yeah, so like from March 1st to March 27th, while it's in your 6th house, you may be finding yourself just really needing to tap into your intuition, really allowing yourself to go more within at that time, and then maybe sharing your gifts and all your new newfound wisdom and healing from like March 28th to April 12th, maybe shining your light, sharing that out to others and stuff like that, right? When it's in your 5th house. But while it's in your 6th house, it's like really listen to your intuition, what's going on here. And even listen to your intuition forever, right? Because this could be pertaining to your inner child. This could be pertaining to relationships, right? Like maybe, there were people that you were drawn to be in a relationship with, but you treated it like a fling, or you treated it like something short term, and your intuition was like, this could have been something deeper, and there's like a thing to like reconcile or something like that, right? Doesn't necessarily have to be, but whatever your intuition is guiding you to, or whether it's pertaining to a relationship or something like that, honor that. If it's pertaining to like pets, and you feel like maybe you're feeling like maybe one of your pets needs some sort of healing or something like that, like honor that. Maybe take a look at that. Maybe your intuition is guiding you to a new stream of income, or is guiding you to a new pattern on your day to day. Honor that. Be present. Your full presence is the greatest gift you can give yourself and others. Life is happening right now in this moment. Today is the only day that matters. Anchor yourself in the now and give it your all. Notice the details and drink in the sweetness. Be present. Be mindful with your money, honey. Are you spending above your means, avoiding the reality of your bank account, shopping to numb any negative feelings or pain? It may be time to clean up your relationship with money. Let go of the fear and shame around your finances and take responsibility for your future today. Any unwise decisions you've made in the past are behind you. Seek guidance where needed and keep the big picture of your financial well-being in mind. Remember, money saved is money earned. Yeah, so like maybe on your day-to-day basis, maybe you're like over splurging or something like that. Or maybe it's not on a day-to-day basis. You're splitting. Yeah, maybe because the sixth house is healing, and it's also connected to the stomach. So like maybe you're an individual that like buys fast food every day or something like that, and you're like being called to like reevaluating how you're like spending your money on like food, or where your investments are going. It could also be like maybe you just have a bad habit of like spending money when you're stressed or when you're sad or something like that. So like whatever your relationship is with that pattern needing healing. And then also just because this is, you're gonna want to like change your look and be noticeable out there and stuff like that. Is like especially with like the fifth house and like being seen, being recognized, and that it's like, are the purchases and the things that you're investing in paying you a return of interest, right? And so share your gifts. Your creativity positively impacts the world. It ripes with beauty and innovation. Everyone benefits from your art, especially you. Get to know your talent. Oh, get to know your talented inner muse. Nurture your vision. Your unique gifts are meant to be shared. And I love that for you. That's the fifth house energy for sure. And so I'm going to take a sip here, and then we're going to move forward to Sagittarius. All right, y'all. Beady bop bop. Sagittarius, what's going on? This energy from March 1st to March 27th, while Venus is in retrograde in the sign of Aries, is going to happen in your fifth house. And then from March 28th to April 12th, it's going to happen in your fourth house. Y'all are changing your image, how you look. You might be changing your clothes. You might be changing your hair. You might be changing how you do, like if you're an influencer or something like that, how you're influencing people. You are like, allow me to reintroduce myself. You are allowing yourself to be seen in the spaces that scared you before. Maybe you didn't want to allow yourself to be seen here. Maybe you're birthing a new project here. You could be changing, making a big maybe you're investing in like a new home, changing your location. This could be investing in some form of like real estate. Maybe you're connecting with some family or your mother specifically here, or some children. Even this could be you coming to a space of really allowing yourself to be seen. I really feel like it was something about, like, especially from March 1st to March 27th is when you're allowing, while that energy is in your fifth house, you're coming to a space of not allowing yourself to be afraid or be insecure about being seen for who you truly are and what it is that you truly love, and standing up for what it is that you love here. This could also be you being in your lover girl, lover boy phase and really wanting yourself to magnetically attract somebody that honors your values. Maybe you're thinking of starting a new relationship, or you're, thinking of dating. Now, again, because it's retrograde, I don't necessarily, if you happen to start the relationship, then be mindful that after April 12th, you might find that maybe this person wasn't who you thought them to be. This could be a good thing or a bad thing, right? Maybe you meet somebody and you think they're not your type or something like that. And like, long behold, like this person actually like embodies all like your values and stuff like that, but like you didn't really give them the time of day or something like that because you were distracted with something else. You're gonna be really attractive to a lot of people at this time. And so people are just gonna like want to be in your energy. There's just, there's gonna be a lot of laughter, a lot of fun, a lot of opportunities to like go out and have fun and be in the space of joy and stuff like that. And then from March 28th to April 12th, you might find yourself like wanting to be at home more, getting more rest, getting your beauty sleep, right? Rearranging your home. This could be renovating your home, even like changing the tiles or the rug or the cabinets, or mowing the lawn, or planting a new garden, or whatever it is in regards to like the home aspect. Or maybe you're just gonna find yourself wanting to like reconnect with your mom, or like your parents in general, and like be in that space type of energy here. So let's see what other cards we have here for Sagittarius. Let me shuffle these cards too. Hello, beautiful souls. All right, Sagittarius. What do we have here? 3 more cards. Sagittarius. What messages do we have here for the Venus? There we go. Perfect. Oh! So we have confidence. Yes, Sagittarius, with this energy in the 5th house from March 1st to March 27th, this is really you tapping into your confidence, you shining your light, you really like dressing the way that you want to dress and being in tune with your muse and being in full confidence regardless of what other people may think about you. Like really just honing your shit and loving yourself for it. So it says, it takes courage to put your butts on the line and go for it. And the best way to strengthen your confidence is to put yourself out there. Who cares what other people think? Everybody starts somewhere. And don't worry about making mistakes. You can always course correct, but you'll never know or grow unless you try and be. And the more you do, the more confident and successful you'll become when you shine. We are all inspired to do the same. I love that. Yes, please. Thank you. Be a natural beauty. Okay, all right. Your entire body is precious. So choose personal care products that reflect your consciousness and commitment to self-love. Say no to toxins and yes to the healthiest ingredients possible. You deserve to look and feel great, and you're worth the effort. Be a natural beauty. So yeah, this could be like you reevaluating the products that you grew up with, right? So like maybe the cleaning products for your home, or how you bathe yourself, going into like more ethically sourced natural sources of hygiene products, right? To like lather your body in, right? Natural soaps, natural oils, natural things, because sometimes that could be part of the inner child healing, that like you was like, Venus is trying to get you to a space of nurturing and loving your body more. Your body is your temple. And, sometimes the way we grow up with the chemicals and stuff like that, it isn't the best soap, or it isn't the best shampoo, or it isn't the best cleaning products and stuff like that. And you're really being guided to make a change in those areas. That's very much Venus energy. And then it says you are healing. Healing happens in seasons. It can't be rushed or forced to fit a schedule. So often we curse the seeds that haven't taken root, failing to realize it's not their time. They need more water, sunlight, and care. Bullying ourselves blocks regeneration. Also, sometimes the healing we're focused on isn't the healing taking place. There's a much deeper healing going on. Be patient, dear one. You are healing. Yeah, so maybe you're like by March 28th to April 12, like you're like in a space of wanting to be a little bit more recluse and stuff like that, because again, you're going through a healing transformation process here, and something bigger is on the way. Allow your vision to expand and be open to the forms it takes. You may discover that you were dreaming too small, or that what seemed like an obstacle is actually pointing you in a better direction. The universe always has your back. So some of these cards, I know like those of you that are watching live, y'all are seeing certain cards coming back, but like again, these are collective messages, so like it's gonna resonate for who it needs to resonate to. Some people need to hear the message more than once. Excuse me. All right, we're gonna move forward though. Thank you, Sagittarius, for existing. We're going to move forward to Capricorn. Capricorn, from March 1st to March 27th, this Venus and retrograde in the sign of Aries is happening in your 4th house. And then from March 28th to April 12th, Venus in Pisces is happening in your 3rd house here. And so this could very much be that like lots of changes in your neighborhood, lots of changes with your siblings even. You could have, maybe there's some situation going on with you and like a parent, maybe a mother. Maybe you're needing to reconcile your relationship with your mother. Maybe you're needing to reconcile your relationship with your living situation, right? Maybe you're needing to reconcile a relationship with like an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, a neighbor, a sibling, right? Maybe it's time to like let go of certain like disrespect, or let go of certain like patterns and lack of reciprocation when it comes down to like people, places, and situations in your neighborhood, or in your your family, or when it comes down to like maybe if you're in school even, right? Or even like early childhood education. So if you work at a school with children, or you homeschool or something like that, this could be like you really coming to a space of dealing with confrontation in a way that brings conflict resolution, in a way that's like, okay, this is an issue here. How can I heal this issue while honoring my self-respect and integrity and love on me and love on you? And if love cannot heal this situation, then I'm gonna, like, by me being present, then I'm going to respectfully allow myself to let love be the healer and the teacher and learn from this experience. There's going to be some weird experiences going on when it comes down to your neighborhood here. There's going to be weird experiences here that's going to lead to like fated changes and, you know, in a way that's like maybe bringing more pleasure, more joy into your life, or like just like, you know, maybe certain chaos, right? Because again, when Venus is in retrograde in the third house, in the sign of Pisces, like it's going to be a very magical time. And this may, you know, be situations that connect with your neighbors or how you communicate things, right? There could be some news or like people trying to date you, but like they're just like, everything looks chaotic or weird. And you're like, what the hell is going on here for real, right? So like just really taking a look at this here. This could also be maybe decluttering the home here. This could be like whether donating things from your home, changing things in your home. I know for me, like there was a lot of decluttering and there was a lot of like rearranging furniture even and stuff like that, making it more beautiful because Venus wants things to look more beautiful. So like spring cleaning, you know, so that's very much a thing that you could be going through. This could also be like you wanting to like clean up your ways of communication or clean up your temple and whatnot. How many cards here? Yeah, one more, Spirit. So let's see here. What other message do we have for Capricorn? The third house is also travel here. Oh, you got two. No, that's too many cards. The third house is also the house of travel. So you may be finding yourself traveling to like maybe a local coffee shop and like meeting somebody there that like you least expected it. And you're like, oh, okay, had I not allowed myself to go on a date, like dating yourself and taking yourself to like that local restaurant, or like if you don't have the financial means, how can you allow yourself to go to places, maybe explore local places that are having free events and stuff like that, and like allow yourself to have fun and enjoy yourself in these spaces, right? This could also be like some, you know, being mindful of certain changes that happen while you are traveling. All right. Say you're sorry. Oh, somebody's looking for an apology. I did say sorry to who I needed to say sorry to. Be present. Make waves. Adventure awaits. So let's see here. Yeah. Are you carrying around regret? Is there a relationship that needs healing, but you just don't know what to say? Give your pride a rest and simply start with, I'm sorry. Take responsibility and acknowledge your role in the situation. Apologize for them and for you. Then let it go and be very proud of yourself. Making amends isn't easy, but it's a huge leap forward on your spiritual path. Bravo. So, like I said, there could be certain situations, whether it's with a mother, it could be with a sibling, it can be with an aunt and uncle, it could be pertaining to like school even or something like that. There may be certain apologies that need to be done, whether it's you saying sorry or someone saying sorry to you, some sort of like reconciliation that's meant to happen. You're going to know if this is meant for you in the sense of like, this person serves a big purpose in your life. And maybe there was like some sort of like dispute or something that happened prior, and Venus in retrograde is giving you the opportunity to heal that relationship, to reconcile that relationship, right? To make amends in that space. But of course, it takes two for that energy to reconcile, to make amends. And if you've come to a space where like you're always apologizing to this individual, you're always the one reaching out to make amends and stuff like that, like if you do it again and they don't honor it, or then it is what it is. Or if you don't do it and they come to you, allow yourself to be open to receive that apology in a way of like, this is a relationship that is meaningful to you in your life, whatever the case may be. Right? You know what is for you. Because with it in the fourth house can be like with the mother. It's parents, but it's specifically mother. And then the third house is siblings. And so, like, for example, what I said sorry to who I needed to say sorry to, right? I was recently in a situation in which, I went off. I went off and I needed to apologize to a particular person, but the other individual that was very much a part of the situation, I did not apologize to. And so I'm open to reconciling a relationship that needs to be reconciled. And if not, I'll leave it with love, what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But honor the space of being honest with yourself and taking accountability and responsibility for your own actions, right? And so, like, when I apologize, I sincerely apologize to people because I mean that shit, because I'm able to know where I'm fucking up at, what I'm accountable for, what I'm responsible for. And I also don't alleviate or relieve people of their responsibility and accountability for their behaviors. And so, apologize when it's necessary. And if they can't apologize to you, allow yourself to heal without an apology. And if you are the one that needs to apologize, allow yourself to drop your pride, drop your ego. Like, life is short, and like, life is long also, right? Like, I have my grandfather is in his 90s, and his siblings lived, like, one of his siblings is 99 years old. He had another sibling that was over 100 years old. So, like, life can be long too. And, like, how are you choosing to live your life? Are you choosing to be in a space of regret, of bitterness, of anger, of resentment, and all of this shit? Like, how you choose to live your life is on you. But love is giving you the opportunity to heal in the spaces that you can heal from. And if they're not willing to meet you there, it's okay. It's all right. You're allowed to move on. You're allowed to heal. You say sorry to yourself even. Sometimes you need to apologize to yourself for even giving a fuck what other people think about you. That's fucking a distortion of their own fucking mind and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, allow yourself to be in the space of, like, your home is your temple. Home is where the heart is. Allow yourself to, like, make peace with your home, your living situation, and make peace with your relationship with others, your neighbors, and your siblings for what they are. Right? And if you want to magnetically attract a different energy with your neighbors, or with your mother, or with your sibling, or with your aunts, your uncle, your cousin, your children, then ask yourself, what can I do differently here? What do I need to forgive? Who do I need to forgive? Sometimes you need to forgive yourself. Sometimes you need to forgive others, right? Sometimes it's not even about a black and white, who's right and who's wrong. Two things can be right at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Two things can both be right at the same time. So being open to see the bigger picture and what is the lesson here, right? And so be present, right? Be present. Your full presence is the greatest gift you can give yourself and others. Life is happening right now in this moment. Today is the only day that matters. Anchor yourself in the now and give it your all. Notice the details. Drink in the sweetness. Be present. Make waves. Well, I'm gonna do adventure waves because third house, like I said, is traveling. So some of y'all might be coming to a space of like wanting to date yourself or travel to a new local space that you haven't been to, that is like, speaking your love language. Break up your routine and live a little, sweetheart. It is time for some adventure. Plan a vacation. Take a spontaneous drive. A change of pace and scenery will do you good. Plus, you never know whom you'll meet or what you'll experience along the way. A fabulous new friend or partner. A spectacular meal at a charming local joint. The vista of a lifetime. And then it says, make waves. Okay? And y'all heard that? That beep? That make waves, y'all. Make fucking waves. It was beeping over here like confirmation codes and shit. It's your turn to make a splash and rock a few cranky boats. Don't be afraid to get wet. You may fail. You may look foolish, or you may make people think in a new way. Every great trailblazer and change maker makes waves. You are no different. Listen, like I said, people are going to believe whatever the fuck they want to believe about you. And you just going to have to be okay with forgiving people without an apology. Sometimes you're going to have to be okay with forgiving yourself for being so hard on yourself, to not be, maybe you were getting in your own way and not wanting to do certain things or go to certain places because you're like, oh, what are people going to think about me, or what are they going to say? Because the third house is communication also. So this could be, how you're communicating with your internal dialogue. How are you allowing others communication about you? Like if people are gossiping about you, are you so like letting that gossip about you steer you in a different way? Are you letting it intimidate you? Are you letting it belittle you? Are you letting it discourage you? Like, because again, communication can happen in different ways. It could be gossip, or it could be like people talking about you because they're like, yo, that girl right there, like, I love her energy and this, that, and the third. And like, you're going to be spoken about more and stuff like that. And people's going to be seeing you more. But does it matter what people say about you? And really just allow yourself to be authentically you, and let that set the trend. Let that set, set the trail ablaze, as they say. One thing I know, like, the way that I communicate with people is not for everybody, and I'm okay with that, right? But so you gotta, when there's circumstances like that, especially because with the fourth house, there could also be like needing to reconcile with abandonment issues or neglect or rejection, right? Like getting to a space of like knowing like rejection is God's protection and shit like that. Like not everybody's gonna know how to reciprocate that you are a being of many rooms with many and with many mansions, right? You have many rooms in one mansion, and let alone having many mansions in your temple and your being, and the ways that you have each one set up and decorated to express the personifications of your multi-dimensional being. It can go over some people's heads, and they may not know what to do with that type of energy, so they're gonna talk about it, or they're gonna feel a type of way about it, or they may try to like abandon you and reject you and this, that, and the third. And are you okay with that? Can you love yourself despite the approval of others? Or can you allow yourself to if you deal with like caring, right? Like if you care about people rejecting you or feeling neglected or abandoned, maybe you were neglected or abandoned by a mother or a sibling or something like that, right? Or maybe you feel outcasted by your local community or something like that. Like, how can you make amends with yourself in this space? So this is another way that it can show out for you guys to like really find where's love in that. Because Cappies, like, I love y'all. We're super sensitive and stuff like that, but like, it's okay to like people not choose you when you already chosen. Like, you are the chosen one, right? Like, it's okay. It's okay for people to not want to choose you, as long as you choose yourself, you know. Choose the inner child, choose the love frequency and communicate with that, you know. So they said, I know. I love you. All right, so we're gonna move forward to Aquarius from March 1st to March 27th. This energy is happening in your third house. Venus in retrograde in the sign of Pisces. And then Venus is going to go into retrograde in the sign, from March 1st to March 27th, Venus is in retrograde in the sign of Aries. And then from March 28 to April 12th, it is going to retrograde back into the sign of Pisces. And when it's in the sign of Pisces from March 28 to April 12th, it is going to be in your second house. So how this energy is going to impact you, I see a lot of opportunities for creativity, for financial changes. Maybe you're going to need to like pivot your changes. Maybe you're going to be coming up with like new ideas of what to do for multiple streams of income, for another stream of income. Maybe you're going to come into some unexpected money that is like, oh yes, like, you may also be changing like the way that you look. You may be feeling called to like change your hair color, change your toenails, color, change your nails. This may also be like, changing your environment. So like maybe you're a business owner and you have like a physical location somewhere and you're considering moving to another location or something like that, or you living somewhere and you're thinking about moving to another location, and you're getting like these opportunities, or you're seeing something of like, maybe something happens in your home and it looks like a freak accident, but it's like giving you the opportunity to like fix up the place. Or maybe you get like a new neighbor and you're like, this fucking neighbor is weird. Like, this neighbor is weird. I'm not sure what to think about them and stuff like that. So just be mindful of that. This could be also like you coming to receiving a new neighbor and you're like, ooh, this neighbor looking good. And you're like, do I even want to do that? Do I want to start a new relationship with somebody that lives in my neighborhood? There's a saying. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? There's a saying to not eat where you shit, or don't shit where you eat. Don't shit where you eat. Okay, I'm just saying. So, if there's like a new neighbor and they're attractive or something like that, right? Because the second house is your clothes, your food. You may be feeling called to like change your diet, clean up your eating, maybe fast or detox, or change your food, but change your image, right? Like your body may be changing. Maybe you feel called to like work out more and stuff like that, right? Maybe you meet somebody at your local gym even, or something like that, right? And it's all cool and dandy, but like keep your eyes open. I would say if there's something about feeling like this could be like a new relationship or something, wait till after April 12th, right? If somebody's trying to rush a process with you to jump into a relationship, I would be mindful of that, right? That might be something that is like, okay, well, what's the rush? Like, yes, there's a chemistry, we like each other, but like, is this gonna be something that's really honoring my values, and am I able to like really honor your values? Do we know each other's values even? Right. So that can be something like you meeting somebody in a local bar, a local gym, a local place where like you're coming to a space, or like a local food place or something like that. Changing your ways of eating, changing your exercises, changing your clothes, maybe getting rid of, like, if you have clothes that like has stains or holes, rips and tears, but like these are your favorite clothes, like get rid of them. Out with the old, in with the new. Make space, right? If you come to like a new neighbor or something like that, like getting to a space of like maybe you're getting to know a new neighbor or something like that, and like see what that builds and establishes with you. Maybe it's just a high and by, and it's nothing like nobody having to be in your business and you not having to be in your neighbor's business, and keeping the boundaries in that way. Or like maybe this neighbor comes to like be someone that like is a meaningful connection for you and whatnot. Regardless of what, when it comes down to your neighborhood, when it comes down to your eating, when it comes down to your exercises and your body, listen to your body at this time. Like your body is playing a major role in like talking to you at this time. There's also going to be, like I said, changes in your finances. So if you're really feeling cold, you can be doing something to be, now that I think about it, you may be called to like make some like beauty products or something at this time. And this could be very beneficial for you at this time to like make money and stuff like that, because Venus is all about feminine beauty, and well, not just feminine beauty, but like beauty in general, and like hygiene, and just allowing it to be really like self-care and nurturing and stuff like that. So these are things that like you may be implementing for another stream of income. Okay, so let's see here. Let me shuffle these cards here. And then this one came out. Yeah, that's trust your intuition. I'm going to shuffle the cards here and go, because it said trust your intuition, and my intuition said to shuffle the cards. Hello, greetings, welcome. And Aquarius, I really do like this energy though for you. I feel like you're gonna have like a lighter space and like more financial success during until April 12th. Like really getting into a space of like coming into like money where you thought there was like blockages or financial hardships, or like clearing out any like debt and stuff like that. Like really coming into a space of like minding how you're spending money and investing your money into wise places here. All right, tell me a little bit more here for Aquarius. Yeah, tell me a little bit more. Whoa. All right. So, share your gifts in the bottom of the deck. All right. So you have stop comparing. Yeah. Aquarius, I don't know yet to like really compare. But if you are, comparison is a thief of joy. And when it comes down to your identity and reinventing yourself, this is not about comparing yourself to others. This is not about comparing yourself to your local neighborhood and how they market themselves, and how, people are marketing them. Yeah, I just said that, marketing themselves. I think somebody's like comparing how they market themselves. So that's something to be mindful of. Or like your identity or your look, even like your image, like if it's your body weight, or if it's your face, or if it's your hair, or whatever the case may be, like stop comparing yourself to others and find the beauty of being unique. Find the beauty within yourself and accepting yourself in that way. And that's weird to see that for Aquarius, but hey, it happens. And then I'm going to read that, and it says, you did it. So you did it, Aquarius. You did something. Elevate your energy. All right. And then we have Reconsider your commitments and nourish yourself. So yeah, I'm gonna read all of them. Nourish yourself here. All right. Have you been using food to numb rather than nourish? Be honest. If so, break that pattern today. Show yourselves that you care by choosing healthy, wholesome foods made with love. Eat your veggies, make a green juice, and toast to your longevity. Cheers. I know for sure, y'all, Aquarius, I'm doing my 21-day liquid fast, and like it just feels so good whenever, like, yeah, eat what you want to eat, but like also balance it out with nourishing your body and like eating foods that taste scrumptious, delicious, and like also nourishing you, right? And it's giving your bodies the nutrients that it needs. Are you giving yourself, it doesn't matter if you're a vegan or a meat eater or fruitarian or breatharian, are you giving your body the nourishments, the proper nourishments that it needs, right? Because you could be vegan, but if you're not giving it the proper nutrients and, to nourish your body, you're doing it wrong anyways, right? And so your body's like asking for help. It's asking you to like do things in a certain other way. And so here, reconsider your commitments. Have you piled so much on your plate that there's little room for you? Identify what truly matters and graciously decline the rest. There's a universe of meaningful opportunities on the other side of no. In fact, every no makes space for the perfect yes. Your freedom is closer than you think. Elevate your energy. Your thoughts are vibrations that attract positive or negative energy. Notice your current emotional state. Clear all negativity through conversation, movements, breath work, prayer, meditation, and so on. Then guide your thoughts back to love and abundance possibilities. When you elevate your energy, you attract abundance, health, and prosperity into your life. I love that. You did it! I'm going to read Stop Comparing first. Stop comparing. Apples don't compare themselves to oranges. Stars don't compete with other stars. They know there's room for all to shine in this ever-expanding universe. So embrace your differences. Celebrate your quirks and kinks. Bring your fullest expression of self forward and champion others when they do the same. Yes, you did it! Hooray! Success is here or just around the corner. You've worked hard and your efforts are paying off. Congratulate yourself and truly savor your fantastic victory. Just remember that success comes in cycles. So we can't be at the top of our game 24/7. We succeed, celebrate, rest, renew, and succeed again. Know where you are in this journey. You did it before and you'll do it again and again. Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay, thank you, Aquarius, y'all, for existing. We are going to move forward to last but not least, Pisces. All right, Pisces, from March 1st to March 27, Venus is in retrograde in the sign of Aries in the second house. And then from March 28th to April 12th, Venus is going to be retrograde in your house, in the first house of Pisces, in your sign. Okay, and so this is going to be a great time for you to like reinvent yourself, come into a place of like how you are connecting yourself with your business, with your morals, with your integrity, with your finances here. You could be getting a lot of financial opportunities here, a lot of creative opportunities here. This could be you like working really hard at this time to establish these connections with financially here. This could be you changing your image, your look here, maybe doing some different forms of like collaborations even. But from March 1st to March 27th, this is when you're really going to be seeing that shift in your finances here, right? And then from March 28th to April 12th, it's going to be more internal. You're going to want to like spend more time to yourself. You're going to really want to like reinvent yourself, reintroduce yourself. You're really going to come to a space also when it comes down, maybe you're going to be doing a detox, maybe changing different palettes from March 1st to March 27th. I think the whole entire Venus retrograde, I think you'll be wanting to like change your palette, like your food palette may be changing. This could also be like just detoxing, cleansing. This could be changes in your relationships and like really doing some really deep introspection as well to like see if there's any relationships that you want to reconcile and connect with, right? Is there any areas that you want to bring healing when it comes down to your relationships, when it comes down to the people you love, honor, and value, right? Is there things that you want to reconcile with yourself even, right? Have you been dealing with certain ways of like neglect and rejection and stuff like that like maybe you're taking it out on yourself or you're taking it out on others, and really evaluating that your connection with others in these areas, right? Because I feel like once you go and you allow yourself to connect in this way, this is gonna bring you healthy, meaningful connections of collaborations that can lead to like making money together even, right? And so definitely pay attention to that, as these are fated connections that are going to be changing the way that you not only make money, but connect with people as well. And how do you value your relationship with money and how you value your relationship with people, but also and that it honors how you value your relationship with yourself. Are you confident in yourself to honor yourself with integrity and honor the relationships that you have with others with integrity and that as well, right? So there's gonna be a lot of that, because Venus is, she's reevaluating all relationships right now in all these houses and all these places here. And so really just taking a look at that as well. So we have here confidence. Yeah. We have you are awesome. Yeah, that's definitely the first house energy. And the second house is also like changing your image, being confident in your changing of your image here. Embrace your sensitivity. Yes, first house can be very sensitive as well. And reconsider your commitments. So we're going to reconsider your commitments here. This is second house energy from like March 1st to March 27th. So it says, this could be the entire event till April 12th. Have you piled so much on your plate that there's little room for you? Identify what truly matters and graciously decline the rest. There's a universe of meaningful opportunities on the other side of no. In fact, every no makes space for the perfect yes. Your freedom is closer than you think. Embrace your sensitivity. Your second house is definitely sensitive. Your first house is definitely sensitive. The first house is like your identity, your body. It's internal. It's, it's connecting you with your senses, right? It's allowing you to really, it's the I am energy. And so your senses have a form of identity in them. So honoring, embrace your sensitivity. Your sensitivity is the sacred gateway to your intuition. It is that special, receptive radar that picks up energies and signals. In fact, your sensitivity is one of your greatest assets and the key to your survival. The more you connect with it, the more miracles and synchronicities you'll attract. You are awesome. Your greatest relationship is the one that you have with yourself. Build it, strengthen it. Praise yourself. Share what makes you proud. Your beaming delight will help others shift from glass half empty thinking to heck, I'm pretty awesome too. Confidence. It takes courage to put your butt on the line and go for it. And the best way to strengthen your confidence is to put yourself out there. Who cares what other people think? Everybody starts somewhere, and don't worry about making mistakes. You can always course correct, but you'll never know or grow unless you try. And the more you do, the more confident and successful you'll become. When you shine, we are all inspired to do the same. Ashe. All right, y'all. So that is all 12 signs. I'm going to invite you all to just take a moment here with me. And I want to say thank you. Before I let you go, I invite you to just close your eyes here for just a moment and just be present. Excuse me. You can have your hands relaxing at the side of your feet, at the side of your knees, on top of your knees. You could be laying down, standing up, whatever is most comfortable for you. Then I'm going to guide us through a few breaths, and we're going to take the inhales through the nose, and we're going to exhale through the mouth. Usually I do inhales and exhales through the nose, but I'm being guided to exhale through the mouth. So I would like you to invite yourself to breathe deep down to your toes at this time and relax. Inhaling love. Hold and feel that energy in your cells, coursing down to your toes. Exhale through the mouth. Relaxing. Allowing yourself to sink deeper and deeper into your body with every breath. Relaxing your calves and your knees. Taking another deep inhale here. Being open to any changes. To the universal healing that your soul is recalibrating in your body. Exhaling in perfect trust. Relaxing your thighs, your hips, your glutes, your buttocks. Taking a deep inhale here. And anchoring in any colds from your soul, welcoming in your soul's colds at this time to recalibrate and feeling it in every cell. Anchoring it. Your toes, the soles of your feet, receiving the colds. Your legs, your thighs. Exhale. Allowing yourself to be connected to the Divine Mother's frequency, Divine Father frequency, and your higher self to bring in the recalibration of change for your highest and greatest good as you inhale deeper in connection to these colds, recalibrating in your cells, your organ, your body. Taking a deep inhale here. Relaxing your spine, relaxing your stomach, relaxing your arms, your shoulders, your neck. Exhaling. Inhaling, allowing you to integrate these codes, trusting, feeling it in every cell, every organ, relaxing the body, relaxing the mind. Exhaling. With every exhale, you're releasing the old programs, the old codes that's not serving you. You're letting it go with love. I love you. I let go with love. I love you. I let go with love. I love you. I let go with love. Take a deep inhale here of love. And allow it to fortify and continue the healing process even after this moment, recalibrating you into a safe divine frequency of your highest and greatest timeline, your highest and greatest good, the most successful, abundant, financially free, debt-free timeline. Feeling it, anchoring it into your body, anchoring it into the subconscious mind, into your conscious mind, your worthiness, your richness, your wealth, your generational abundance and guaranteed success and victory and lavish abundance of the universe and beauty and grace and love frequencies that honors you, integrity, honors the value of your existence, breathing that in and anchoring it into your being. Take a deeper breath if you have to, holding it and feeling it. Exhale. Allow yourself to just breathe at your natural pace, giving yourself thanks for showing up, gratitude for the recalibration, imperfect love and perfect trust that it is expanding through the auric field, through the astral realm, into all timelines, realms, and dimensions of your existence. As you allow yourself to just be in the space of knowing here and now that it is done. And if you feel any residual energy of doubt, of confliction, you are welcome to return back to this meditation and do it again, or do it at your own pace, at your own time. Allow yourself to call in your energy, waking up your toes, waking up your fingers, your body. And as you are getting back to this now moment, allow yourself to open your eyes and see the visualizations, the vibrancies of colors around you, just being in a space of notice. Notice the richness of the colors that are presented around you in this space, in your room, in your car, wherever you are at this time. The richness of sight, the richness of your breath, of your hearing, of your feeling, of your tasting, of your smelling, of your senses. And when you're ready, you can let go. Honor that this is your now timeline, your new timeline. You're honoring your being and your existing in your greatest timeline. You're behaving and acting and knowing as every cell is capable of creating this quantum shift into your highest timeline. Every organ is singing the universal tune that conspires in your favor to be in the alignments of your greatest, most successful, highest timeline, and that you are in it. And as every breath that you take, living in this now moment, in that frequency, every step, every word, every experience is recalibrating into that timeline in the quantum realm so that it is matching the frequency of your being into your reality. Okay, I know for me personally, I'm going to come back and I'm going to do this meditation because I didn't know what was going to be said and what was going to be done. I do trust that it is done and it is here and it is now. But I also wanted to breathe in more of that experience. But I had to talk more into that experience, right? And so if you feel guided to come back and just be in that vibration, then welcome it. Like I said, if not, just do it at your own time and your own pace. And I'm feeling called to even just do it at a longer time. And I can't give you a time if somebody's asking me for a time. It's intuitively, you're going to know, feeling the recalibration, feeling it in your cells, feeling it in your organs, feeling it in your body moving. Okay, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for tapping in live and at the replay and allowing me to be a divine catalyst. I thank Spirit of the Most High, Most Divine and Benevolence and Truth and Righteous and Perfect Love and Perfect Trust, the Divine Mother, Divine Father, Holy Spirit. I give thanks to the angels and the ancestors of the highest order and benevolence. And I give thanks from your heart to my heart, from my heart to your heart, soul to soul. Thank you for existing. Ashe, Aho, Amen. I leave you with love. Peace.